Welcome to this midweek meditation with the First Unitarian Church of Toledo, Ohio. My name is David Strickler, and I am one of the commissioned lay ministers who serve this congregation, along with our minister, Reverend Tim Barger. My commissioned lay ministry colleague, Melissa Jeter, has once again used her mad software media skills to create this video. We are staying away and staying connected. For our chalice lighting tonight, I have these words from Laura Thompson. Across the distance, the light from within me shines, sending love to all. Across the distance, your light is fuel that warms me and helps to keep my own light burning. Together, we keep the flame of community burning bright. I'll start tonight's gathering with a poem by Lauren Getz, a member of our congregation. Lauren has recently started a YouTube channel. So, if you want to hear more of her work, go to YouTube and search for Poetry with Lauren.
The mysteries of fire. Does this fire ever completely go out? Its embers have no flames but still glow red. A woman sits by and tends this fire. There is still hope, she said. She continues to work and keep warm by the coals. She said there is a fire in her heart lit long ago. She told me to sit and keep warm. She said she plans to keep herself warm and let the fire in her heart shine and glow. Then this woman, she continues to work, and soon I can feel the warmth too. Some parts of this world are cold and dark, she reminded me, but it was something I already knew. But then she asked me, did you know you can share this heat? Did you know it can go all over the world? Did you know that you can share it with each person you meet? I told her I was aware, but was needing a reminder to not just say my prayers, but prayers were something you also needed to do. She told me that now I remembered I could share this warmth and stated the spark can begin in each person, but today it starts with you. Poem 2. In the darkness, you must be your own light, a continuation of what you once were. A child looks to his future. Will it be bright? A man started a project years ago, but starting again makes him feel unsure. A woman putting something down, but her burden feels no more light. The darkness seems to surround her, but she feels she moves toward what is right.
I invite you to find a comfortable, relaxing position for this time of meditation. After I finish speaking, we will reflect in silence for a minute. Breathe in and slowly exhale. And again, in, slowly exhale. We are all learning how to adjust to this unusual springtime, how to manage our lives during a period of temporary isolation, how to manage our activities differently. Reflect for a moment on your activities during the past few weeks. What have you been doing well? Just identify one thing for now. What have you been doing well? Perhaps you're also thinking about something that you could have done better. That's okay. Let it go. Perfection is not our goal. Our goal is to care for ourselves during this meditation and to care for one another during these weeks. We care for ourselves and for each other so that we emerge from this period of isolation as a connected community of whole people. Some of us may feel bored at times. Some may feel that boredom is a personal fault. Let it go. Or that boredom is somehow due to the failure of others. Let it go. Boredom is not all bad. Boredom gives us time to look within ourselves, and boredom gives us the opportunity to notice the details around us. Look outside through your window or while taking a walk. Look for the details around you. You may see flowers emerging from the ground: crocus, daffodils, tulips, and dandelions. You may see trees swaying gently in the breeze. You will see leaf buds emerging in different shades of green, yellow, and red. You may see forsythia in their yellow foliage, rhubarb leaves spreading wide, ferns unfurling, vinca, that dark green ground cover with those dark purple flowers. You may see squirrels scampering from tree to tree, or chasing each other, or chattering at you. I have seen juvenile downy woodpeckers. Perhaps you will see a hawk perched in a tree, or on a pole, or soaring overhead in wide circles. Listen to the outside. Listen for the details. Listen and identify what you hear. You may hear some familiar birds: robins, cardinals, sparrows. Perhaps you will hear the meditative sounds of mourning doves. You may hear birds that you hadn't noticed in your neighborhood before. I heard a red-winged blackbird here. Perhaps they've been in my neighborhood all the time and I didn't notice. If so, this boredom-induced listening has opened my senses. Now imagine the unseen and unheard activities going on outside. As the soil warms, the tree roots silently resume their growth, ever searching for nutrients and water, spreading out to a distance 2 or 3 times the diameter of their branches. Look at the trees and imagine that extent. Cicada nymphs are moving underground, seeking roots suitable for their sustenance so that they can emerge in the summer. Each teaspoon of soil contains an active mix of microorganisms, bacteria, protozoa, fungi, nematodes. Perhaps these images of invisible, noiseless microbes won't feel relaxing, but we know that their activity is a vital part of the interdependent web of life that sustains us. And earthworms, wriggling forward, somehow extracting nutrients from whatever microbes, minerals, or organic matter they encounter, and yet at the same time creating fertile soil in their wake. As the ground warms, solitary bees will surface and start looking for nectar, and in the process, pollinate flowers. Above ground, larvae will emerge from tiny eggs that overwintered in leaf litter. Hungry caterpillars will begin feeding and growing towards their metamorphosis. Imagine all of this activity going on beneath and around us. When this quarantine ends, we will emerge from our homes. How will we be different? What new skills or knowledge will we have? What new strengths will we have developed, subconsciously even? Will we have learned new ways to sustain ourselves? New ways to connect to each other? Let us continue meditating in silence. Thank you for joining our midweek meditation. I will close with these words from the Reverend Lynn Kerr. May we continue to feel hopeful and connected, thankful and at peace as we go our separate ways. Go in peace.